Ooh. Here we go.
Yep.
Are you in?
Yeah. She's on my cushion.
Oh, sheesh. Are you not on it? No, you're not yet. Right, let's get that sorted. You got it? It's because they've been using the car, they've taken it out. Can you manage? Let me just slide it in. There you go. You can actually just drop back, straight back on. And then jiggly wiggly.
That's it.
That better?
That's it.
Good, good. I'm going to close the door. Just watch your elbow. What's this in that pocket? Oh, sweet wrappers. I might have known. It looks like it's going to sleep down over there, doesn't it?
It does.
Don't need that key, do we, in this car? It's a
Very
bit
nice
posh.
to show, isn't it?
Oh. Seatbelt. Are you plugged in?
What's the little?
It's my little camera. I thought I'd record us having a little bit of fun together. Is that alright? Yay! Because it's my dinky little camera. So when you always say, oh, I like that, it's like so small. Oh, don't want that on. Where's that? That's it, we'll get done for copyright. Copyright infringement. How do these windscreen wipers work? Oh, that's the front one. How do these back ones? Oh, they're these funny ones out where there's a button. That's it.
You're not used to driving this.
I'll soon get used to it. And if I don't, we'll crash. And also, the clutch is really high on this one. Oh, and also you've got those. You haven't got an automatic mirror, so I've got to put that out by hand. And you haven't got. Let's just do the rear and front wipers.
Clean windows.
That's it, just clear the windows a little bit. And you haven't got a camera on the back of yours like mine has. Mine's posh. Actually, I'll just go front way, it'll be easier. I'll just bounce it off the curb. But gently because of your back. We'll just pop up on Cliff Top and we can have some coffee and crisps in the car.
Father Christmas is here.
Yeah.
So that's them out. There's reindeers on me.
It's just nice to have a change of scenery, isn't it, with everything that's going on with Dad.
It is.
Because it's a bit naff.
I should just forget the predicament for next.
But yeah. And he's in good hands with Jeanette anyway.
Yes.
Ooh. Did you hear that seat move? It's not very reassuring when that happens, is it? When it moves when you.
The seat was it?
Yeah, it was just clicking into position. Because I've adjusted it with me having longer legs than Jeanette. Should we go via the there's a handbrake on this. Mine's automatic. That's quite some dramatic sky up there, isn't it?
It is. Looks a bit threatening that way.
Yeah.
Flying over the sea, nobody wants to go swimming, do they?
Oh, it was so busy down there yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah. It didn't help the fact that the tide was up. So everybody was on the prom. But yeah, set off yesterday and it was heaving down the side of ravine, all the traffic down the side of ravine. You can see from there that the tide's quite a way up.
Oh, it is. It's looking nice.
Got to watch out, we've got the fuzz behind us, or they've turned off. You've not been up to any mischief?
Must have thought I was safe.
Don't know why.
It's nice with the coloured lights.
It is, yeah. This could get a bit bumpy. Thankfully they've softened those cobbles a little bit, haven't they? Oh look, yeah, tide's right up. So we're in for the...
water.
There were people fishing around there yesterday. You know where the pool is?
Oh yeah.
There were people fishing on the off-sea wall. Where are you going, Fanny McAdam? Oh, there's somebody in front fannying around, that's why.
I don't want to run these seagulls having a drink.
The gulls, there's plenty of them. Sky rats, aren't they really? Like pigeons. Bloody hell.
They don't know what they're doing. Bunch of them don't know what they're doing. And she didn't know what I was doing. No, she did. She's matching her colour. Pink hair to match her colour.
Look at this pillock pulled over on a double yellow.
Nothing on the water by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's quite out there, isn't it? We'll have a look with the binoculars in a bit. We'll go up onto Country Park and have a look with the binoculars. Get best view from up there, don't you?
Tree could look better, couldn't it? It's very bland.
What, do you mean the crab pot tree? The Smedden crab pots? I think it's great. It's quite a nice little festive touch, isn't it? And
Oh, it is done right.
in theme
In theme, yeah.
with, well, in theme with the location at least.
Yeah. Still look up there where your grandma used to be.
Yeah, me too.
It's just a habit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Look at where Grandma used to be, and also this bridge always reminds me of Grandad.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because he once was walking across it with him once, and he said it was springtime, and he said, "Oh, I want to paint the daffodils along here one time, you know, down the ravine, you know, when they all spring up down the ravine." Never did get a chance to do it. Oh, that's why he was pulling in front of me, Dick. Yeah, he never did get the chance. There's just so many memories of all our family in Filey, really, isn't there? You know, been here that long. I don't know if I got it wrong when I was...
You a few times about painting a daffodil.
Yeah? Never did it. Yeah, I don't know if I got how long we've been in Filey wrong when I was talking to one of the nurses today. Because it was 2020 now, it's like 49 years in Filey, isn't it? So you've been married, how long have you and Dad been married?
Oh, goodness.
Too long.
Too long, yeah.
But yeah, quite a while.
Quite a while.
I said 30 years we've been in fact, you know, to one of the nurses today, not thinking that I'm like 50 and a bit.
Yeah.
I've lost track, am I 51 or 52? If Jeanette's 50, coming up, shit.
Can't you remember how old you are? No.
Ooh.
Never mind,
Yeah.
make up an age.
What is that what you've
Quite
been
a
doing?
young man. Yeah, nice young man, aren't you?
Just make an age up.
Yes, make an age. Don't make it too ridiculous.
Don't make it too ridiculous. Slip it in third for driving around Country Park. Could rally the car around here, couldn't we? Look at the mud.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd appreciate it if I rallied your car though, would you?
Not through all the mud.
Not through all the mud.
Oh, that sun behind. Wow.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to see it? See what you will do in a minute.
Yeah.
Look at it.
And look at the clouds in front of it. Wow.
It's a wall, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks real strange, that.
It does. Right, which one should we pull up in front of? Shall we do... Oh, it's a bit muddy on there. Can we get onto this bit? I think we can. We'll pull up on the disabled bit here. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh look, somebody with a drone there, look. Turn the car off. It's a good job I didn't run it down. Whew.
Oh, it's finished doing it.
Yeah, it looks like a battery might be going. I want one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that sky over there. Don't make a jump on. Don't think he'd appreciate it.
No. Then a bit of fun.
So, in my magic bag of tricks. Oh, close that window. Keep the heating. In my magic bag of tricks. I have 2 bags of quavers. And a crunchy bar. Please. And
Bag of tricks.
a magic bag of tricks, and my magic bag of tricks. And oh, my flask's upside. Oh no, your flask's upside down. A little flask. With a little bit of coffee in. And for me, a little flask with a little bit of tea in. Just so that we can have a little a little breather from the situation at home, really. So while Jeanette takes care of them. What is a little bit weird is it's gone a little bit quiet, really, hasn't it?
It's gone a bit quiet.
At home, yeah, because Dad's now in the state where he's not good, he's not demanding much, is he? He's not wanting this out of the other because he's pretty much out of it at the moment. So it's taken a lot of pressure off in terms of being here for this, being here for delivering medication. His medications have stopped, his food stopped. He's wanting to go on the commode every couple of minutes has stopped, you know.
Which has made me want to go a few times.
So yeah, it's a bit odd. Plus we've got all the carers and the hospice at home people coming in and stuff, which takes the pressure off too. I think I'm going to start the engine one because it's quite chilly, isn't it? With the heating off. And I don't want you to be cold. Press clutch to start. I think we'll let the heck car heat up a bit. Don't want to get cold. Set this up on a time lapse to actually capture the sunset while we got, so that one doing one thing, time lapse. I wonder if I can put this somewhere because it's quite, I wonder if I can set that through the window. That's quite interesting. Don't think that'll work though. It might do. Oh, things are happening.
That won't work because you've got the car in front of you now.
Yeah, it's out there, that car's in the way there, isn't it? So, I'm making a right mess here, aren't I? I'm making this look difficult. Oh no, that's in the way now. I did quite like it through there, through that glass.
The only way you can do that is to move your position in the car. Oh, he's got
Oh, that could be a blessing, couldn't it?
He's maybe going.
Get that in there. If I can slot that in there like that, then I can just set it running anyway.
Unless a bus comes up,
and if I can just turn that up a little bit.
Oh, he's gone.
And I know it's at a bit of a funny angle, but oh, look, me bloody crisp. Well, that came at a price, didn't it? Bloody crispy quavers are falling in. God, what are you laughing at? That's not funny. I'm going to have to eat dirty quavers. Oh. The packet turned upside down.
Someone gone down there.
Oh, drop one.
That's it, there's nearly killed. Half a book.
I know, I'm not going to get much of that through that lens, but it'll be interesting. Get out of the bloody way, you pillocks.
I believe you used to be that size once.
What better? Get away.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it, with that sun going down?
It's quite a cloud formation, that one, isn't it?
Mm. That's the night sun coming in. Nearly gone.
There's a couple of minutes yet. Takes a while, doesn't it, to actually dip over.
It won't take long at all, really.
And well, it does go suddenly when it goes, I know what you mean,
But
yeah.
nearly on its way.
And then all of a sudden it just poof, comes.
Yeah. Just about. Now.
No. 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 No.
Haven't got the half moon bit anymore. It's gone.
Oh God, look at my eyes go funny looking at it. You shouldn't be looking at the sun. You're my mother. You're supposed to stop me doing stupid things.
No, I'm looking at it.
That's not the right answer.
Can't look at it, you can.
I like the fact that you're willing to encourage me to go blind.
Well, I won't be making myself blind with it, so don't worry about it.
I joke and you laugh.
That looks marvellous, isn't it, when you see the sun on them bits of cloud
Yeah.
above? Looks lovely.
Yeah.
Looks lovely.
I would find that a bit fascinating because like all the bottom bits of those clouds are obviously covered in shadows from the landmass over there where the sun is, and the sun is just catching the very tips of them, isn't it?
Bits.
Yeah.
Looks lovely.
It makes for an interesting view.
Then you've got that bit there.
Yeah.
It's a bit higher, you see. I'm going to cry now because I've gone. Anything that's nice goes too quick, doesn't it?
That's just life, isn't it? Full stop. Yeah.
Anything that's good goes too quick.
And anything that's crap seems to stick around longer.
It does, you're right there. Hello, little girls.
Still disappearing is that sun.
Looks good.
It's fascinating with these wavy clouds. Well, there's a bit of rain in those. There's a bit of rain
Yeah,
in
there is. See it.
dropping. It's kind of weird.
Angle, isn't it? It's an angle.
It normally comes down in sheets, but you can see it's dropping. Yeah, it's your flask.
I kept going like that. What the hell is it?
Yeah, it's your coffee. Oh, where did I put the crisp? Oh, I put the crisp packet in there. Alright, let's have a little cup of tea. There's a crunchy bar in there too. Crunchy.
Look, can we have a crunch? Oh, the odd one.
Yeah. Do you know him breaking my teeth and well, you laughed at me choking on the damn thing.
I thought it was one of them.
No. Yeah, I really appreciated that.
Oh.
You laughing at me choking on the damn thing. Oh, cup of tea. Oop, that's a bit of splash. Is that supposed to be a drink shelf for small cups?
No.
It kind of lends itself quite well to one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll stick cups up there, Panty's house.
I think I can tell. There's a bit of a ring mark up there.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look and see what we can see through the round window.
Which won't be a lot because it's getting dusk.
Oh, these do come out. There we go. Through Jeanette's
That
Ferry.
looks mysterious now.
It does. Let's have a look. Let's have a look through that. Oh heck! Yeah, the sun's definitely gone now over the wolds. Can't remember what magnification these were. Right, by 25. Nice and clear out there. I can see the puffins at Benton. The lighthouse at Flamborough stands out really well there. Yeah.
Must be higher than all the rest of it.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. Just still catching the last of the sun's embers. Sun's rays, sorry, sun's embers. Talking bollocks. Not much of the brig uncovered at the moment.
No. No, it disappeared. I saw a load of birds on the end, or is it just little bits of land?
It's the little bits of, it's the rocks from the very end of the brig. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are a couple of birds on said rocks, which would make sense.
Well, there will be.
Yeah. It's just our default position, isn't it? Oh, let's go and stand on a rock.
Let's just get our feet wet, that's all.
Yeah. Yes.
Standing there, is it a post? I think it's a post.
Oh, that's a post over there, yeah.
Oh, still. Some people up there though coming off.
Yeah. There's still quite a few people on the seafront actually. Tide's on the way out now anyway. So
The way out.
On the way out, yeah. Pretty soon you'll get the last of the walkers on the beach.
Sometimes you find them climbing up the bloody bank.
Oh, well, there are some steps up the side there.
There are some, yeah, but
it looks like there's a couple of people coming up. Yeah, I see what you mean. This sunset.
Sometimes they leave it a little bit too late because it comes in behind them.
Yeah, it comes and gets you, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's move that out of the way.
Walking there thinking, oh, they'll have time to walk back, and they don't.
Yeah. I did kind of get the sun going down on here, Mum, look. Let me just slide that across. Those fools stood in the way. Look, you just see it going down there, can't you?
Yeah.
They're funny when they drive off quick, don't they? Let's just turn it straight to video. It's quite.
Oh, nice, thank you.
That's okay. It's quite dramatic.
It's a full moon, by the looks of it.
Full moon, where are you looking? Oh yeah, there is one up there, isn't there? It's quite dramatic across the bay.
It looks very round, it looks like a full moon. When that bit of cloud goes, I bet it is.
I'm not sure it's a full one, but it's not far off. I think we're going to get, I think if we sit here for a little while, I think we're going to be treated to some very pinky, sunsetty skies.
Atmospheric.
It's looking that way already, isn't it?
That's real pinky, isn't it now?
Yeah, even though it looks a little bit orangey on this camera, but doesn't it look lovely over there?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good the way it's sweet. Oops.
You're determined to knock that flask over, aren't you?
The way it sweeps round.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Are you going to pour yourself a bit of coffee, Mum?
I love the way that sweeps.
It is a funny sweep, is that?
Sweeps round. Very good.
Which way's the wind blowing, actually? Ah, that's why it's spun round. It's coming round a bit more northerly.
As well.
It's shifted, so it's a little bit more northerly. The wind.
Pink in that sky now. Just look at that.
Yeah.
If it finishes like that, somebody'd turn around and say, "Oh, you don't get it as pink as that."
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
No, it doesn't quite.
Do it, does
doesn't
it?
quite capture it, does it?
What's it
It's
like?
one of those nights where the sky looks better
That looks
for
beautiful,
seeing
though,
it.
doesn't it?
It does, with the moon behind it.
The pink there is lovely now.
It's,
It's quite deep, isn't it?
go on, just point out where you mean again with your finger.
Up there.
Yeah.
And then
all
little
the way.
bits there.
Yeah.
Flock of birds just past it.
Yeah, with the moon out in that direction.
Looks good. Looks jolly good. It's like a painting.
In what way?
Well, if you painted that, you know, people say, "You don't get the sky like that."
What would they say, Mum?
You don't get the sky like that.
You don't get sky like that, don't you?
But you do.
What you do?
That is beautiful, isn't it? And you can see that deepness of the pink there
Yeah.
against the grey-blue clouds. And that moon.
Yeah. It does look a bit surreal, doesn't it? And it's forever
Lovely.
changing at the moment. Over there, look how colourful that's got now.
Yeah. It is. Fascinating. I can make out kind of a fish there.
It looks like a whale, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
I see what you mean, yeah.
quite a big one.
The cloud in the centre
Yeah,
looks like a whale, like a sperm whale or something,
Yeah.
or what they call them. The one with a smaller lower jaw and a big top end. Is it a blue whale? I don't know. I'm not good with whales. But what I am quite fascinated by is the fact that that just hasn't changed,
Yeah.
really. You know, that's still looking quite ominous over there.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, I've just put it out of focus. Oh, lost it. Oh, there we go, we're back.
Better.
Yeah, the shape of that bottom bit that's in the centre of this screen now has just been the same swirly curve, and it seems to be in the same place. But it is gradually moving that way, I think. That way. But it is funny because it's like it's proper raining on the hill there. You know, all the way along you can see it dropping. It's quite fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Stop that there.
It's quite beautiful when you look out there, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, very. Have you had some coffee yet? Or are you just looking? You're just, you know, holding it gingerly. Oh, lighthouse has started.
Oh yes. The flasher.
Yeah, the flash has started.
Flashing, little flashing. Oh, it's got milk in.
Of course it's got milk in. You like coffee with milk in. Let me just make room for you. It's a bit cosy on there, isn't it? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't think you're on. I just have to cozy him up a little bit. Yeah, so the lighthouse is doing its stuff at Flamborough. There she goes. Ooh, ooh. That was very gentle of you. Look at the clouds in front of that moon now.
Yeah. There's a man in the moon tonight.
Yeah.
How red that sky's going over there as well.
I know, I kind of want to put this on a time lapse because I think it would look quite fascinating. Be quite fascinating to try and capture that, don't you? why, but I always had it in my head that it did 3s and then paused.
No, 1,
2.
2, 3, 4, 3. That's it.
So yeah, it does 4s, doesn't it?
Oh, that was hot.
What would you have said to us if I'd have said that's hot?
It's come from hot spot.
Come from hot spot, what do you expect?
Nobody used to say that.
Yeah, come from hot spot. I do like, getting our own back. Casting back to you the wonderful sayings you threw at us.
That looks lovely in pink now, look at
Oh, that's right, change the subject.
Yeah, of course.
It does look lovely in pink, you're right, you're quite right. And I'm sure the time lapse isn't doing it justice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pink now.
I'm glad I turned the car back on, it's nice and warm in here now. It's not exactly environmentally friendly, but I can live with that.
You've even got a bit of pink reflection in the water now, look at it.
Yeah.
A little bit brighter.
It is.
Yeah, it's beautiful really when you really take notice of it.
Yes, it is. And actually, Jeanette and I have got you and Dad to thank for that, for our appreciation of it.
Oh, how can you notice it?
Yeah, because when we used to go out as kids and as a family and stuff, you'd point things out to us and say, "Have you seen that?" Just things that caught your eye, really.
Yeah.
And it's made us
beautiful. Yeah.
It's made us very much the same way.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why.
It makes you aware of things around you.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I kind of like camping and kayaking, and there's a new hobby called geocaching where you kind of go looking for little treasure things in nature. You go hunting for little things, and I quite like that too. Using map coordinates to find them. So yeah, I quite like that too. Oh bugger! Camera's fallen down, and it was doing so well. Yeah, and I kind of like that too. It's just that opportunity to get out and have a look around and see the world a bit differently.
Yeah. People who close their eyes to nature are fools, aren't they?
One of the things I've always loved about the sea, and I think it's one of the reasons why I'm actually quite philosophical about life, is when you look out there, right, it's something that's really close to us is the sea. Really close to us. We're a few hundred yards away from it, and yet look how damn big it is. You can't see the other side of that. You know what I mean? It just points out how tiny we actually are, and I think and relatively insignificant. When you look at it, it's close. Yeah. We're so close to it, and yet it's so damn vast.
Yeah.
You could say that about the sky and stuff like that, but you can't touch that. You can go down and touch that, and yet it's still so damn big.
It's
and
huge, isn't it?
no two waves are ever the same. And you can't have. Each wave is beautiful in its own right, and you can't. Engine stops in 28 seconds. Press OK to override. There we go. So each wave in its own right is quite beautiful, and it's an individual moment in time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But you can't have the next wave until the first wave that you're looking at dies. That has to die in order for the next wave to come. And everything in life is a little bit like that, a bit like us and what we're experiencing with Dad at the moment, in order for the next things to happen. Unfortunately we have to go through this one, and Dad has to pass, and so on. And so I can be quite philosophical. It doesn't stop the emotional impact. It just helps me come
to terms with things.
Come to terms with things. I equated a lot of things to be a bit like music when I was studying, involved with music, because each piece of music is based on each note coming to life and then dying, the attack as they call it, and the decay. And you can't have a melody, you can't have a song without the death of every note in the song. You know, without each note coming to life and then dying. You know, it's just a way of looking at things that, like you just said, Mum, it just helps me come to terms with the impermanence and what seems to be the shittiness of a situation.
What's happening now?
Like what's happening now, yeah. And it sure as hell is painful and shit.
I know, I don't know. I'm gonna face life without it. I found it very difficult.
You are, yeah. Is leaving a 50-year sized hole in your life.
Sure is.
50 plus years really, because I'm just basing that on how long I've been alive.
Just
but
can't imagine my
55.
life without him.
Yeah.
Even when he's gone, I think I'll still be looking for him.
Yeah. There'd be something wrong if you weren't, really.
I suppose so.
What's going to make it a bit more challenging for you is the Alzheimer's. Because there are going to be parts of what happens that you forget and keep having to be told or reminded of, you know, that kind of thing. And that's going to make it a bit...
Shit.
Yeah.
For want of a better word.
Yeah.
Shit.
But you're going to be okay. I mean, Jeanette's talking about taking you in at hers. But even then, that's not going to be easy.
No,
because you're going to wake up...
Different lifestyle, different surroundings.
Well, I'm actually thinking purely from your point of view at this moment in time, because you're going to be waking up in somewhere...
Strange.
Yeah. And one of the things that I've noticed, that when you wake up confused sometimes, one of the things that kind of helps ground you is looking around the room and seeing
familiar things.
Your penguins on the wall, you know, the painting at the other side of the bed. And I think
familiarity.
And I think those things have to kind of go with you when you go, so that they can be used to help, so that you know you're safe.
Yeah.
So that when you wake up, even though the surroundings might be unfamiliar, the little things that are dotted around might actually help you feel
I'm
safe.
Still me.
Yeah. Yeah.
For want of a better word. I'm still me.
Oh, God help you if you could ever be anybody else. But yes, exactly that.
I remember you said that as well.
Yeah,
it's a good job I've left you with my humour. It's coming right back at me.
I'm glad you recognise that there is a hint of reciprocation in it, justifiable reciprocation.
It's my sense of humour that's got me through life. I don't know where I would have been without it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big help in the near future, is to try and remember I've still got a sense of humour, even if I'm finding it hard to find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll still be there somewhere.
It will.
Because that's me. I mean, I've been sometimes in the shittiest position and something settled me, you know, which shouldn't have done. Do you know what I mean? I've been in positions.
The amount of times I get told off for being inappropriate, for laughing inappropriately.
Yeah, have you been?
Oh, God.
I have when I was younger. I mean, I did.
Yeah.
And you can't help it. It's there, isn't it? It's within you and part of you.
Some people see life differently, and when you see life differently,
that gets us through life.
It gets us through life. It does indeed.
Where other people think, well, that's odd. Aren't you laughing at that?
Other people think that's odd. That's sod. Look, that's sod. He's laughing. I was once in a cinema when I was going out with Selena, and we were watching quite a tragic film. Well, you'll be familiar with the idea. It was the film Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you know what it was about.
Yeah.
You know it's a sad story. And there were bits in that film that were meant to be tragic, and there were people kind of scowling at me because they made me laugh. So there's one bit where you've got these two characters, Jack and Rose, and they're right on the back of the boat. You know that big ocean, that big line of the Titanic. They're right on the back, behind the railings, right, as the boat is then on its end going down into the water, right? And Rose, the girl, Jack, this is where we first met. They're about to plunge to their impending doom, and all she can think about is, oh my God, my knickers have just changed colour. She's not thinking that, you know, what am I going to do about, you know, changing my pants when we hit this water? You know, it's going to be really cold. How am I going to keep warm? No, this is where we first met. And I just laughed. I roared with laughter because it's the...
Yeah, ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. I mean, who knows? Things like that might actually go through your brain, but I just found the whole thing. I just found it ludicrous at the time. And obviously, because it wouldn't be the thing that would be going through my brain would be going, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. And with me. Don't want to get my feet wet. No, my bloody head.
But yeah, you're right. You know, I do laugh at inappropriate things. I mean, hell, when Karen came round the other day, bless her.
Things I shouldn't have done in town.
Well,
you can't help it.
You know, when Karen came round the other day, well, I don't really remember much. Karen came round the other day, the neighbour that's been helping us out, and she stood on the doorstep. She didn't know whether she should come in, so she put a mask on, and Jeanette said, "Look, come in, my dad would like to see you." And then she's putting the mask on. There's me stood in the door going, "Bring out your dad, bring out," because it had nothing to do with Dad. Oddly enough, it was because this whole mask thing is all about plagues and stuff. And there was a skit many years ago to do with the plague, where these guys roam the streets shouting, "Bring out your dad, bring out your dad." I think it was a Monty Python one. And yeah, it reminded me of that. Well, Jeanette was mortified. She thought I meant Dad, but it had nothing to do with that. Yeah, inappropriate humour. I'm good at that.
I know, we've noticed. We've all noticed that.
Yeah. I'm not bothered.
You can't be after all these years. Coming out with inappropriate things.
Yeah.
It's nature.
There's too much. Too many people are too easily offended by things that have nothing to do with them. You know, you can say something and it absolutely means nothing to do with them, and if people are offended by it, then the whole world has to change around them. Well, that's bloody well wrong, as far as I'm concerned. You know, I was offended by a lot of people. I'm still offended by a lot of people. A lot of people look at my face funny, and there are times when I find that hard. But that's just them looking to see what's going on. They don't mean anything by it.
No.
But it still tells me I'm different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's still, every time somebody does
anything that's unusual, people are going to look anyway, aren't they? So
can't change the nature of the beast.
It, no.
And I accept that, but it still tells me I'm different, and that's not nice. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things that happens, you know. I can't say on a daily basis, but if I'm in a new crowd of people, if every time I go to the supermarket, say, or a shop, you know, where there's unfamiliar, there's always somebody, you know, you just see it. It's just, and you see it in the way people's eyes move. They glance and they look around. And if you're in a pub, sometimes you sat chatting with somebody will say, you know, with somebody, people you don't know, somebody will say, "What happened to your phones?" Yeah. And all those things, they don't mean anything by it. They're just curious. They don't. But all those things tell you you're different. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and so I have a lot of.
We don't see it because we live with it.
Because you're familiar, yeah.
And it's there all the time, so it's you.
It is,
to us. So it's people that don't know you.
Yeah. But my point was,
realise that there was something a bit different.
You develop a way of looking at that so that it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't destroy you. It still tells you you're different and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't do the emotional damage. Whereas people these days, they're so easily offended by stuff, and because they don't have the wherewithal and the skill and the stamina to be able to take it and turn it into something that doesn't hurt them, the world has to change around them. And for me,
and it doesn't.
It doesn't. And
Change
those people are going to suffer more and more in life because the world's going to stop changing to fit them at some point. It always does. It can't. The world can't change to fit everybody.
No.
That is the problem. The whole world can't change to fit everybody's, political correctness.
Whatever happens in life happens, isn't it? And nobody can stop that. It's whatever's meant to be, in my eyes, is meant to be.
The only thing you can do is change your attitude to it.
It's things that you have to face in life.
Yeah.
Some people have to face a hell of a lot worse than what we've faced in life.
Completely, yeah.
And yet you still feel sorry for yourself at times.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying all the time, but
because that's
times,
our frame of reference, isn't it? That's what we're working with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll never stop that. It's something, that hurts you at times.
Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to try and change the world because of it.
No. Life's normal. Until somebody else
tells you it's not.
Ignorantly seems to point it out to you.
Yeah.
And they don't mean anything by it, really.
No.
It's curiosity or, why does it look like that? Or,
Mum, I've done it myself with people. I'm not invulnerable to that.
No. Well, nobody is. I don't think, are they?
I'm not invulnerable to curiosity.
No.
But I'm now more aware.
Are quite blunt, aren't they? And,
well, that is usually me, actually. But
and that comes over as very unfeeling at times, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which there's nothing meant by it, but it's just the way it comes over.
Yeah.
So we all do these things.
Anyway, that was a bit deep, wasn't it?
It's how you face life. If you're going to feel sorry for yourself, you're going to have a bloody miserable life.
Yeah.
If you feel sorry for yourself all the time.
Yeah. It don't mean some things don't get to you sometimes, but it just means you don't have to feel it all the time.
No.
Oh.
I had a hell of a job to live with it at first.
You what, sorry?
Yeah, I had a hell of a job to live with it at first, so you blame yourself.
Well, because of what happened to me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because with it being something that happens with Bert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my fault, I couldn't help it.
No, it wasn't your fault.
Those things, but you can't help but blame yourself.
You were just there.
What's that?
You were just a person giving birth to me. You were just there. No, but no, you're right.
Can't help what happens in life, but one can make it better if you take the right attitudes.
I mean, in fairness, that was a crap situation that happened to both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that both our hearts stopped, we're both very fortunate to even be here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do appreciate the fact that
I'm not
did come through it.
Yeah. I'm not hurrying you up, by the way. I'm just tidying up.
Oh.
What did you just throw over there then?
Is the window open?
No. What did it? Because something hit me. What are you chucking around, you?
Just the paper. The window looks open.
She's a bit bonkers.
Sorry about that.
Well, actually, just realised, not even my car, I don't care. I can't
see where that cloud goes, like that.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's starting to thin out, hasn't it? Because that thick wall of cloud has now thinned out a bit. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, I've got a tickle at my passage. Are you done with your flask? Did you want any more?
No.
No.
You'll get it.
Oh God. God, no, yeah, can't drink your coffee. Sheesh. Oh, my word.
Nothing wrong with my coffee.
Oh. What, you mean apart from the fact that I had tea? You mean for yours, apart from the fact that it's got bloody sweetener in it, the fact that it's like, it's about a quarter the strength of everybody else's coffee with a sweetener in and over milked.
I used to love tea one bit, you know what I like off it.
You went off it when you had a hiatus hernia because you found it too acidic.
Yeah.
That was what happened.
I can't taste it now, it just makes me feel sick.
It's because it triggered your hernia. It triggered that feelings of nausea with the hiatus hernia that you had. Yeah, it's been like that for years for you. You've just kind of forgotten what happened with that one. Well, yeah, when you pickled your guts, basically.
Oh, what, pickled my guts?
Pickled your guts. Yeah, you pickled your stomach with Coca-Cola and fizzy drink. You used to go through a bottle of Diet Pop, a 2-litre bottle of Diet Pop every day. Every day. And every day. And you basically, the excess acid, you know, it's one of those things where if you were to go through like a bottle of pop a week, it probably wouldn't do you much harm, but to go through that sort of like pretty much, well, I say 2 litres a day, it won't far off, you know what I mean? But that, because that was what you drunk the most of. It was just one of those things that you drunk the most of. Whenever, if you weren't drinking tea, you never drank water. You know, if you weren't drinking tea or coffee, it was Coke. So, and you, basically it was just too much acid in your system. Josie, my friend, she did the same thing with Coca-Cola. And sorry, not Coca-Cola, Lucozade. She used to drink a bottle of Lucozade every day. And it's just not one of those things. It's good for you. Yeah, it's just some things that just throw your system out, and they're not something that's naturally found. Or not, you know what I mean? In the ingredients are, but the ingredients in those ratios that make that thing up aren't something that's naturally found. So therefore, your body kind of struggles with it. But then again, your body struggles with some things that are naturally found too if you eat them regularly. So, I don't know what I'm talking about there, that's a load of bollocks.
No, sure. I'm about to say it anyway.
Shall we have a quick look at this and see how it's come out?
That looks quite fascinating. You look there and see the sky as well.
Yeah.
That's quite fascinating.
Let's take one last little video of that area there.
There. Look at that.
That moon's got a lot clearer, hasn't it? Yeah, it might be a full one after all, as you say. We'll pan round in a minute. So this is how it's changed since we've kind of got here. What's the... Oh, that might be Jeanette saying, come on, Dad's having a fit. It's got darker, but the lights have come on at Reeton and along the Prong.
Is Jeanette wanting us to?
My phone has just gone off, so... And then Lighthouse, and then the moon. Hey, look at that. Cool. Let's have a quick look at this. She's going to tell us off when we get back. You've been out for over an hour. I only said you could go for 10 minutes. The clouds moving, look.
Yeah, looks good, doesn't it?
It does. It'll fall over in a minute if I think. If this is the one that fell. Oh no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's further back. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's when it fell. Yeah. Well, that was quite good, wasn't it? Let's see. Because I did another one.
Look at it in there.
Yeah. That's actually the light on the post at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
see
headlights.
it so bright as that, yeah.
Yeah, it's gradually got brighter as
Even
the.
taller than me. That's good, that moon. Right, you can really see the man in the moon now, look. 2 eyes, nose and a mouth.
You can. Right, come on, we better go back, otherwise Jeanette will tell us off. She'll start to panic. And we've been a little while. I think we've probably been a while longer than she anticipated.
We've been up here looking at the moon and the sea and the beautiful sunset. This, doesn't it?
It is, yeah. And there is a bit of damp here, isn't there? Are you ready?
All the water.
Let's see if we can find some big puddles, eh? Like there's one.
Splash.
Ooh. Sloppy, sloppy.
That's been nice, that little interval.
Yes. Speed bump.
This guy over there.
It's lovely, isn't it, behind St Oswald's?
Oh, we missed him. We're waiting for it.
I got to admit, I was quite surprised. That was quite a good shot, wasn't it?
I got my bum all prepared.
For the bump, yeah, and I managed to miss it. Yes! Winner, winner. Chicken dinner.
Straight up.
I know. Do you know, I've never done it, even though I might have done it on a push bike, but I've never done it in a car.
It's very likely if you do it, something you
Come the other way, yeah.
come out one of these side ones.
I'd get a copper. I'd get caught by a bloody copper if I did it.
Nice little lights up there. Some nice lights.
Very red Christmas tree lights.
It's a nice one in here as well.
There is, yeah. And then back to the croft. There's some nice lights up here, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, there's some lovely ones, isn't there?
There is.
Every time you get to these miserable buggers here.
Somebody said ours looked really pretty, actually.
Oh, got some there.
I mean, the ones in the front garden aren't turned on at the minute.
That looks nice. And you see the tree through there as well.
It does. There we
That's nice
go.
at the bottom, isn't it, with the bells.
It is.
ringing.
Bells. Right, let's need the key. Lights off. Turn that off.
Right, camera action.
Yeah, it's just different to mine. I've just got to go through the process, Mum. Don't be taking the mickey. Right. And then I need my bag. don't need to worry about that.